Mainz and Money London, welcome ladies and gentlemen, and Commodity TV in the virtual edition due to some travel restrictions. We want to talk now to NevGold, and Brandon Bonifacio, the CEO, is here with us. Good morning to London. How are you doing?
Good morning. Great, thanks. How about yourself?
Yeah, perfect. So far, all good. Thank you. And yeah, let's dive into your company. As it's the first time you're on the show, please give us in 3-4 sentences a little overview.
For sure. So NevGold is a new company. We listed this past June in Canada on the TSX-V with ticker symbol NAU. We raised 6.3 million Canadian, and we're now actively exploring our project portfolio in Nevada, the Limousine Butte and Cedar Wash gold projects. And we're in the midst of our first initial inaugural 10,000 meter program at Limousine Butte, and assays will be released very shortly.
Oh, okay, super. So news flow is coming up.
Yes.
Super. Perfect. Great. You acquired those 2 projects in Nevada from NevGold for less than, I think, $7 per ounce gold. How did you make it that you got that so cheap?
Yeah, very modest acquisition cost to NevGold. McEwen does hold 10% of our equity currently, of our current shareholder, and they are a current shareholder, sorry. So they do have that upside exposure through their equity position. So they keep the exposure to the assets themselves if we can have some success with them.
Okay, super. Then let's talk about those 2 projects. I would like to start with Limousine Butte. Yeah, it's you have royalties on there, but you have I think 900 holes, 120,000 meters of drilling. Do you have the core?
Yeah, so a lot of the drilling historically was done with RC. So we do have the chips, and we do have the core from the holes that were drilled with the core rig. So there's a wealth of historical data that we're working from currently. That's actually allowed us to really ramp up into the program in a very expedited manner. And with that already current geological database, we've now refined the geological model, and we are actually testing some new areas with the drilling. So we're not just following up on the historical drilling that occurred at the project. There's a lot of areas that our technical team uncovered that were never drilled historically. And those create great opportunity to expand the mineralization and grow the deposit to our goal as a company to that multi-million ounce resource base.
Okay, super. So what have you done 2021, and what is the plan for 2022?
So we started our first drilling at the beginning of October. Our first holes have been sent to the lab. So the main focus of the company was really ramping up into that drilling program. We've now commenced. That 10,000 meters will allow us a lot of news over the next 3 to 6 months. And the target is we will put an interim resource update on the project in Q1 of 2022. And the target there is we are tracking to north of 1 million ounces of near surface oxide gold resources.
Wow. How can you do the resource update already that fast? Is it because of this big historical data set you have?
Yeah, it's nice when you have already 120,000 meters and 900 holes drilled on the project. So naturally, a lot of that will be utilized in that resource update. So there's some follow-up work. We're doing some exploration drilling, and we're really trying to test the extents of the system. We see a lot of opportunities to build past that 1 million ounces to the multi-million ounce category.
Okay, super. Then Cedar Wash, what's going on there? It's an old mine, I think, right?
Very interesting asset in a bit of a new part of Nevada that's getting some exploration attention. So southeastern part, it's straddling the Utah and Nevada border. One project that has a lot of similarities is Liberty Gold's Gold Strike project, which has over 1 million ounce resource currently and is currently being drilled. Our goal at Cedar Wash is to be very systematic. So we've started the surface geology work. We're going to do a bit of geophysics, geochemical analysis, and then we look to drill that project in Q1 of next year. So we do want to get some of the upfront legwork done from a surface geology to ensure that we are to areas with the drilling, and then we will drill that project in 2022.
Okay, super. And then I saw Patamigan. That's also a project you own. What's going on there?
Yeah, so that came by way of the vehicle used for the reverse takeover, Silver Mountain Mines. It's a project that is actually more advanced than most people think. So it has, again, a large geological database that we've now compiled in the 3D geological softwares. It's had over 14,000 meters of drilling with intercepts north of 2,000 gram per ton silver, 37 gram per ton gold, and 1% copper. So it's a very high-grade project. But when we looked at the historical drilling, it was only focused on less than 1 square kilometer, when the entire land package is approximately 90 square kilometers. So there's a lot of work for us to do from a data compilation and targeting standpoint. And then we will again, advance that project in 2022, and we will drill it when the season starts opening up from a weather standpoint.
Okay, super. So a ton of work also here for next year. That's great. So McEwen has 10%, you said. What is management share in the company? Who are your other shareholders?
Yeah, so we run a very owner-operated model. Management and insiders hold over 50% today of our
50.
50, yes. And we have approximately 50 million shares outstanding. So McEwen's around 10%, management and insiders over 50%, and then the rest is the free trading float, which came in the going public financing which was done at 40 cents. So again, it's a very tightly held company. We've done this before. We know the roadmap. That gives us a fantastic platform as we start to release the results. There's no near-term financing requirements, and we're well funded into 2022 to complete all of this active field work.
Perfect. Jesus, that was a very straightforward interview. Brandon, thank you very much. That is, looks really fantastic. And please keep us posted on 2022. Sounds very interesting. I have to dig deeper into your company.
For sure. Yeah, no, it's probably new on your radar, but definitely have a look. It's an exciting time.
Super. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jochen.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You too. And enjoy the show, of course. Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was Mainz and Money London, Commodity TV in the virtual edition with Brandon Bonifacio, the CEO of NevGold. And you heard it. Straightforward project. 50% of the company is owned by management. It's really like a ownership model. 10% has McEwen Mining. And with interesting projects in Nevada and also Canada. So this looks really fantastic here from that perspective. A big work program for next year. And I can imagine good news flow. Check out this fantastic company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.